Hello there. This is the astrological forecast for April 2009 for Leo. And this also applies if you have a Leo ascendant. So Leos, a lot of focus this month on your 8th, 9th and 10th houses. What does this mean? Well, Venus and Mars for a lot of the month are in your 8th house. So this means, particularly with Venus being retrograde in that house during the middle of the month, it means very much taking care of your investments, your finances, any joint investments you've got with anyone, any partnerships, anything that needs to be resolved. This month is the time to do it, and preferably get it done before Venus goes direct on April the 17th. So that's an important area to be covered. Then from the 1st to the 20th of April, we've got the Sun in your 9th house. And for much of the month, we've got Mars there and Venus, and some of the month, Mercury as well. So a lot of focus on this 9th house, which is really a very spiritual house, but a house where you also may be looking at higher education, looking at improving what you already know, maybe even teaching, sharing information that you already know. It's a fire house and they're in fire signs of Aries, so it's going to be very energetic for you being a Leo. It's very compatible with your Leo energy. So a lot of energy going into possibly your education, but also into your spiritual growth and understanding what your place is here in the world now and for the future, given the uncertain times that we live in. After the 10th of the month, Mercury will be in your 10th house. And after the 20th, the Sun joins it. And at that point, we've got an interesting trine happening. We have a lot of Taurian energy up in your 10th house with the Sun and Mercury there. We've got Pluto in your 6th house, and we've got Saturn in your 2nd house, all forming almost an Earth trine energy. So Leo, this is really going to bring you back down to earth at this point. You've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of talking, a lot of sharing, and then you're going to feel, okay, it's time to get back down to business here now. It's time to be serious, to look very seriously at my work. There's certainly going to be some transformational changes in your work area, but also with the Sun coming into that 10th house this month, it's really a time to shine a light on your career path. With it being in Taurus, it's time to think about making some money, being structured and doing something that's got a plan behind it so that you're actually moving towards some physical goals in your life, Leo. This is going to be very important, and this month is going to open up some opportunities for you to create more income, because the income I can see has been tight for many of you, especially having Saturn there until the end of October. It's meaning that you're having to really work very hard and to look at your resources very carefully and not to spend too much money, which for Leos, I know, you see something nice and you get excited, and if nothing more, you want to buy it as a present for somebody else. Well, this is certainly not the time to be doing that. At least not while Venus is retrograde until the 17th of April. After the 17th of April, you may find that you can loosen your belt a little bit, not too much, but you will be able to pick up a lot more bargains. Things will become much cheaper, and what you may have bought before the 17th of April, you might be kicking yourself because it might be half the price after the 17th of April. You will notice a shift at that point. Also, we've got Pluto on the 4th of April going retrograde. Pluto in your 6th house. So again, this is a time for you to be looking at the level of power and control that you have in your work area. Do you feel as though you've got enough control over what it is you're doing? Maybe you want to look more about serving and helping and contributing and making a difference. During the next 6 months while Pluto is retrograde, until about the 5 or 6 months, 11th of September is when it goes direct again, you will be looking more deeply and more carefully into this area of work and contribution and making a difference. So there you have it, Cancerians. Leos. How could I have possibly called you Cancerians? I do apologise. So there we have it, Leos. The 8th house of investments, getting your finances in order, the 9th house of your mind and expanding your mind, and the 10th house towards the 20th of the month onwards to the end, really focusing on your work and your career and your finances and getting very grounded and more serious about it all. So that's all for this month, Leo. I wish you a great month and I thank you for listening. Bye for now.